It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Jameis Winston. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Ready? 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So much for coming out throwing, as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Taylor's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. And bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Another nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Complete to Mooney on the slam. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Jameis to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Again to Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 11-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. His throw incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross
it didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taylor. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
19 tight.
Now Taylor on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Winston. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Jameis again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Winston on 3rd and 2. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. To throw, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Winston's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with the black and blue matchup. Bring your lunch pail for this one. Pittsburgh playing host to Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Sammy Watkins, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've gone to the half in a tight one. 21-all is the score. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing, Winston. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So a second down throw for Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Winston. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Back 60. 19 Lions.
On 3rd down, Taylor. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Throwing again, it's Taylor. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor, quick slant here to Smith. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Bengals! Treston Ebner from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up.
Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jameis to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Winston. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
He's got McLaurin, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Taylor. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had